How do you stop snacking? This was such a big issue that I had to deal with last year when I was at the tail end of losing my 80 pounds. And I'm going to share with you in this video some of the tips and tricks that I found to help me stop snacking. When I realized that I had a carb addiction or sugar addiction, I use those interchangeably, I realized that it was certain types of sugar, certain types of bread, certain types of candy and baked goods, etc., that I would overeat on during the meals. But my biggest problem was snacking. So I would snack on certain things, and other people in my family, they were not tempted by the same things to snack on as I was, and vice versa. So once I realized and was really aware of the fact that I had certain triggers and had for decades had these triggers, these foods that I just call them my risky foods, because they're I was at risk for overeating them, risk for being tempted to just eat them nonstop or nibble on them throughout the day. If they were in the cupboard, they were in the fridge, I couldn't stop. So understanding intermittent fasting and realizing that I shouldn't just eat when I feel like it, and understanding that it's good to give my body a break so that it's not having spikes in insulin up and down, because every time you eat something or drink something that has flavors in it, that has sugar in it, etc., then you get a spike in insulin. And so that's really destructive for your body to have multiple spikes of insulin throughout the day, and you can get insulin resistance. And I knew I had insulin resistance because I had all the telltale signs. And so when I understood that snacking was actually the problem, then I had to understand and get to the root of why I was snacking. So I watched Dr. Jason Fung videos, and I also watched videos by Dr. Robert Cywes and Dr. Barry. And those three doctors together helped me understand that I did have a carb addiction or a sugar addiction. And once I dealt with that or identified it, then I could deal with the problem. And my problem was that I couldn't stop snacking. And so stopping to snack, I think the biggest thing that helped me was the videos by Robert Cywes, who talked about changing what you snack on. So changing it from candy to a zero carb drinks. And that's what had helped him. So he said he had multiple different types of drinks in the fridge. So what I did was I went out to the grocery store and I bought Perrier water, and I bought the artificial sweetened drinks. I knew they weren't ideal to have long term, but they definitely helped me in the short term. And for several months, I drank all those different types of drinks, and I had lots of variety. And I slowly started weaning myself off of the carbs that I used to eat. Cinnamon buns, cookies, brownies, chips, candy, chocolate, all those things that I used to snack on and couldn't stop myself from snacking on once I start. I'd make a pan of brownies and I'd eat 3/4 of it, and my family would hardly see any of it. I couldn't stop snacking. So once I started to replace the foods that I used to overeat on and used to snack on with zero carb drinks, that helped immensely. And like I had said earlier, I knew it wasn't going to be long term, because the artificial sweetened drinks are not great because it's chemicals. But I knew it was a temporary time in order to wean myself off of snacking on the sugar and the baked goods. So that's just an overview of ways that helped me to stop snacking. And that was very key to helping me learn about intermittent fasting and to lose the weight. And so if you'd like to share this video with other people who might be Maybe you have friends or family who also have issues related to snacking and you think this might help them. Please go ahead and share. That would be great. And put your comments below, and I'm going to look through the comments and hopefully I can read some of them and answer some questions. Thanks so much for watching.